Did you see any of the Neowise photos? Is that one of the Shasta ones you were talking about from about a year and a
I,
half ago?
I saw your Neowise. Well, all your Shasta. I mean, we've been sharing your Shasta photos for years now. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Neowise was the big break kind of, which I
Oh,
was
I
working. I
see.
had to go get a job at a hotel. I was working graveyard shifts so I could run my blog and take pictures during the day and then go work overnights at the hotel. Because it just sunsets don't pay, stars don't pay. You might get a print sale here or there, but it's not sustainable. You can't even get a lease because you can't show that income is reliable. So COVID happened and Neowise happened together. COVID forced the hotel to close, and I got furloughed. Suddenly, this comet was in our orbit for a month. I went out begrudgingly to Mount McLaughlin, just on the border here, and I shot it one night just to prove to somebody who was a friend who said I should go do this. I was like, "You're not gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be this dot in the sky. It's not gonna look like it. It's gonna look the same as every other star up there." And I went almost to prove them wrong. I was kind of in a rut, and I had this unbelievable moment and an unbelievable shot to go with it. That was pure, mostly luck. I know how to use a camera at this point, but I did not predict the scene I was going to get. I didn't know that it was going to rise right where it did, and that got me hooked. So my next night, I went down to Castle Lake at Shasta, and I photographed Neowise right over Mount Shasta. And between those photos, it started to get a lot of attention. I started to get the fire back, and I chased that comet all around California and Oregon for the next month, just shooting the crap out of that thing. Um, got a big break with a bioluminescent tide that came in one of my last nights of shooting it in Oregon. That photo reached millions, and I think that also is what got me on the radar for Michelob. So I went from having to work minimum wage at a hotel, living with mom and dad, trying to get my fiance in the country, trying to figure out ways to make this work, to this Michelob CEO thing, and now being able to call this a full-time livelihood. In about 18 months, it all just snowballed. But that's after 10 years of practicing the craft just out of pure joy for it.